Guys, it's Phuong here. How exciting you guys have joined me again, and you know what? I've got a special guest here. I've got Tim Dwyer from Your Possibility. We're actually here in the city together, and we are actually going to be sharing something that is very, very important to you. Tim and I are actually good friends, and he has sound of knowledge in the personal development world, and I'm so excited that he's here. So Tim, welcome again.
Thank you, Phuong.
Thank you so much for being here.
That's great.
My audience would want to hear something about you. So share us, your background.
Okay, very briefly, my background is that I grew up in, very, very poor. Like our family had dirt floors and no electricity, and I'm not that old. I didn't do well at school. I could scarcely read and write when I left school. I did a lot of labouring work. I then, through a very bad accident, a 200-kilometre-an-hour car crash, I was unable to do labouring work anymore, and so I had to reinvent myself to try and find other ways to make income. So I went into sales, and in the sales arena, what I found was I went to a conference, and the very first conference I ever went to, I heard the speaker say one comment that literally changed my whole life.
Wow.
And that comment was, it is the nature of the thought that alters everything.
Wow.
And that was profound to me. That was like, wow, And so from there on, I really just got involved in personal development. I started reading and listening. And at the end, over the last 30 odd years, I've read over 250 books on all manner of things. I've attended conferences all around the world, and in my sales career, because I guess I immersed myself in it, I then became requested. People asked me to speak at different industry conferences, and I loved that. I thought, wow, this is great, and that led me to speaking all over Australia,
wow,
New Zealand, into Canada, Spain, and a whole new world opened up. Then I took another change of direction. I reinvented myself again.
Oh, wow, good.
Because life brings opportunities, right? And again, it was the nature of the thought that led me down this next path. And so I went into design and manufacturing of some pretty high-tech material. And I won't go into that story right now. And then what I found was, in my study of personal development and so forth, it led me into an area where I came across a concept which was able to help people pass their fears, their phobias, their anxieties, their depression, their stress. And I thought, how wonderful is this? I've got a tool that I can literally help humanity grow past where they are. But people need to want to grow past where they are.
That's right, I agree.
Right? And so in doing that, what I found was that there was no end of people who needed to overcome their fears, their phobias, their anxieties. But they didn't understand the fundamentals of how to do that. They go to the seminars, they read the books, and it says, think positive.
Right, yes.
That's great. That's a good idea, right? Except, how do you shut down this little voice in the back of your head?
Right, and you call it wah-wah too.
Yeah, wah-wah, right? Now, I call that little voice wah-wah because it doesn't stop. It's just wah-wah-wah. No matter what you want to do, you have these ideas, you have this inspiration in your life, and you want to race out the door and charge into the world, but wah-wah's sitting back there going, oh yeah, well you've tried that before, and how did that work out? And all this sort of stuff.
Sure.
And, well, what if you fail? What if you lose your money? What if this? What if that? Wah-wah is an absolute nutcase.
Right.
And my advice to people is, don't take your counsel from wah-wah.
No, don't. I agree.
Right? So wah-wah can only look backwards. He has no forward vision. Wah-wah only feeds on negative, and the more you feed him, the bigger and the stronger he becomes, or she becomes. So Wawa has no concept of future, of vision, of possibilities. So what I've done is I've put a workshop together.
Yes. Tell us about that. I want to hear about it.
This is...
I heard it's a game changer too.
Well, it certainly is. And what happens is, and please understand, I'm not belittling any other speaker or writer or anything else. Everybody has their place. Right. And yet, how many times have we read, Think and Grow Rich,
yes.
The Alchemist,
yes.
7 Habits of Highly Effective People, all these, classic books. We've read these. So, in actual fact, I've got a list of 8 top-selling positive mental attitude books who have collectively sold 236 million copies.
Wow.
So why isn't there 236 million millionaires? Right? Because the information's there. We've all gained the information.
Right.
And so what happens is our old friend Wawa shuts down the creative forces that are within us.
Sure.
And so what I've done with my workshop is I help people identify where they're starting from today in their personal life, their family life, their spiritual life, all these different aspects. Then we work through a series of processes up until lunchtime. Then after lunch, I go through a process with them that literally wipes out past fears, past guilts, past failings, anxiety, stress, which shuts Wawa down. And then we go through, and the other side of what I do at the end is most people that have been going to personal development functions, really trying to build themselves, develop themselves, they understand the concept of affirmations.
They do, yes.
Right? Now, 21 days to change a habit. Well, what if that could be 5 days? If we could take 21 days down to 5 days, and every time you go to do your affirmations, in actual fact, when you start, you're literally telling yourself a little fib in here. You might say, I'm now highly confident in speaking to people. When in actual fact, the truth is that you're not, but the affirmation is you're doing the affirmation so as you become confident. After about 3 or 4 days, Wawa's had his way with you and he's shut you down, saying, well, that's rubbish. You know you're scared of people. You know you freeze. You know you just break out in a sweat. Well, if we shut Wawa down whilst doing our affirmations, our subconscious must take us in the direction of the most dominant emotional thought.
Wow.
And so if our emotion has been up until now 2/3 negative, because that's an inbuilt system that we have going back to primal days, because we were fearful of everything and we had to be aware of the dinosaur and the saber-toothed tiger and all the rest of the stuff. That's inbuilt into us. So fear is our number one emotion.
Right, I agree.
All right. So if we have a system that allows people to overcome whatever the fear is, whatever the anxiety is, whatever the stress is, whatever the past has been, and shut Wawa down, then your number one emotional thought must be the direction you want to go in, which will be a positive direction. And we all have our own path. We all have our own journey.
We do.
Right? And so this is a game changer where, in as much as at this one-day workshop, people will walk in carrying their baggage, all our emotional baggage, and by the end of the workshop, there will be no emotional baggage left.
It'll be light on their feet.
Well, see, emotions have weight.
They do.
Right? Negative emotions carry weight, and they weigh you down. And so if we can get rid of that weight, get rid of that heaviness of those negative emotions, we're free to run. We're free to be free. We're free to be who we were designed to be. And we were all designed to create the world that we imagine for ourselves.
That's phenomenal. You heard it all here, guys. This is like a breakthrough session. That's how I feel. And you're changing lives, Tim,
Yeah.
and I'm very fortunate that you're in my proximity and helping other people, and this really lines with my values, and so many people out there will need your help, Tim.
Well, Phuong, if you cannot be of service, see, don't get me wrong, we all need $1 to survive. But beyond that, we're all connected, right? Emotionally, spiritually, we're all connected. And if I have the ability to do this and use these tools that I've learnt over nearly 40 odd years of personal development.
21.
I'm looking good for my age.
Yes.
But, if I have that knowledge, then I have the responsibility to share it.
Yeah.
And if I do not share this responsibility, then that's on me. I do humanity, I do my fellow man a disservice by not sharing. And all I want to see is, I know, and you'll learn on the day if you come to the workshop, my personal history, it's a little different. But I know we've all got a personal history, and if these processes can lift me from where I was to what I'm doing today, I know you folks can do it. I know you will just bound out of there and the world will be in the palm of your hand. All you've got to do is take it.
Now, you've got a webinar that's aligned.
Yes.
Yes. So share us your dates and times. And what I'll do, guys, is I'll put the link down below of where you actually need to just log in, and it's a free.
It's free.
Yeah.
It's free. We're doing this on July the 21st and July the 28th, so they're Saturdays. And we're doing one at 10 o'clock Sydney time and one at 1 o'clock Sydney time for about an hour. It might be a little bit over an hour, but it'll go for an hour. And we may not get through all of these facets that we would do in a one-day function, but quite frankly, it will certainly open your eyes and open some doors.
Yes.
And look, it's free. All you've got to do is click onto the webinar link. You'll need to put in your email address and your name.
Yes, yes.
And then come onto the Zoom platform and let's just rock this.
Oh, and we're going to have fun doing it. You're going to get a lot of value. Now, we've got this webinar and you are looking at coming to Sydney, right?
Yes.
So, which is very exciting.
Yes. We don't have a date yet.
Yep.
But I am absolutely excited to come to Sydney because, as you and I have spoke, there's so many different aspects of what we can do. And look, when we do this, guys, this will be a function that, please, whatever you do, if you can be there, it will literally change your life. Okay.
Guys, I'm going to be there too. I'm going to be supporting Tim all the way through this whole workshop. So, message me, let me know if you guys are going to come. I'd love to hear you guys. Please share this video, like it, and invite your friends, because there are so many people out there that need Tim's help. And for me, it's really important to get this message out because it's something that I believe in and that I value. And I know that each and every one of us, need a little bit of help here and there, right?
Absolutely.
And with that extra growth of personal development, and why not take it up because it's free? And it's coming from us, our servant heart to help you guys. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for tuning in, and wait for my next vlog. See you guys. Take care.